I just want to talk to you about faith. See, the scriptures tell us in Hebrews 11, verse 6, that without faith it is impossible to please God. You see, in this world, one of the greatest things that we have is faith. The Bible tells us three things will remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest is love. And yet, without faith in a person, it's impossible to love them. It is impossible to activate your potential and your power when you lose faith. Now, the greatest challenge we have around ourselves is that we live amongst people who want to destroy your faith and pull you down and mess your self confidence. But today I want to tell you this: if you are bent on living with somebody who has little or no faith in you, and they work on breaking your heart so that you have no faith in yourself, that's a dangerous person to be around with. And I want to tell you today that without faith, it is impossible to please God. If you can't please God, it is actually means you couldn't even do things and accomplish things for yourself until your faith is stirred up and activated. We are living in a generation where people have no value for faith in others. Instead, they try to climb to the top by stepping on everybody else's shoulders, minimizing their ability and their capacity in order to appear stronger. That's not the way to grow, because the best way to grow is when you can give somebody a reason to live, a reason to believe, and a reason to be passionate as well as hopeful. Now, the Bible tells us faith is the substance of things hoped for, a conviction of things not seen. You know, in your heart of hearts, there is a man and a woman in you that believes that you can do something powerful. To be honest, you are just alive because of your faith. Because without faith, it is really impossible to achieve anything. The reason I'm sitting on this chair is because I have faith that it won't crash and break my back. That's why I'm sitting on it. It's faith we use every time as we walk, trusting that our next step will have a spring on our heels to push us to the next level. And that is the same principle we want to operationalize in you and in ourselves to work towards the goals that God has given us. Because every one of us is a gift from God, a gift to your parents, a gift to your country, and a gift to your people. Everywhere you go, should consider yourself as a gift. And if you are a gift, and because you are a gift, you need to question yourself, what do you offer on the table? And the only way you can bring out of you the best that is in you is by faith, believing in God and believing in your ability, believing that a better day is coming, believing that today is not the greatest day we have, but it's a stepping stone. It's a step in the direction of greatness that we are yet to achieve. I want to encourage you this day, whatever time you are listening to me, to get your faith act back together. You may have gone into a situation where you feel like you don't believe in anything. You don't believe in your ability to make any difference. You don't believe in your life. In your life, you don't believe that your life counts. But I'm telling you, you are worthwhile. You are worth more than you could ever say. As we go through this season of Lent, when we are thinking about the suffering that Jesus went through for the sake of the fallen man, we know that by his death on the cross, he was saying, I value you. You are worth more than you know. And that's why I'm giving myself for you because you are so important that I have to give my life for you. Now, that is value that cannot be expressed. And because he loves and values you, your faith in Jesus will bring out of you the value that God has already placed in your heart. Don't believe anybody who tells you you are good for nothing. Don't believe in any classmate or any colleague who tells you you don't add too much. I'm telling you, they don't know you. And neither do you know the whole of yourself. Your story has not yet been exposed. But it is waiting on your faith to be ignited. Because when your faith is ignited, you begin seeing the invisible. You begin seeing yourself in a new level, at a new place, in a new position, because God has it all laid out for you. But your faith must be stirred up so that you can believe that you are the man, the woman, the boy, and the girl whom God created for greater things than this. I believe in you. God believes in you. Why do you doubt yourself? I can tell you why. Because unless you go back to your master builder, God Himself, you can never truly ever know your true value. Christianity is not a religion. Christianity is a life. He said, I came that you might have life and have it more abundantly. In that subject area where you are feeling that you are defeated and you feel like you cannot manage, you cannot rise up, I'm here to tell you all things are possible with you. When you go back to your master builder and say, God, I want to trust you. I hear that Jesus died for me. I want to put my faith in Him. And I want to discover what you valued in me. I want to rise to the occasion. Lord, I want to trust in you. My prayer for you today is return to your manufacturer, God Himself. Trust Him to reveal to you the greatness that you possess. For that reason, Jesus died on the cross, that you might have life and have it more abundantly. Please stop selling yourself short. God has a big plan for you, but you cannot become all that He has designed for you until you come to believe. Don't allow people to destroy your faith in yourself and your faith in God. Go back to the master builder. God will show you greater things. He looked at Simon and said to him, Simon, you're a fisherman, but I want to make you a fisher of men. I have a greater task and a greater mission for you. And know when He looks at you, He says to you, Jake, He says to you, Jade, He says to you, Jasmine, He says to you, Gracie, I tell you, baby, I have a plan for you. Don't even sell yourself short. Jacob, don't lose up. No, go to your master builder. He has a good plan. And the best is not yet done because you have not been manifested. Have a lovely evening. God bless you. Bye.